on the right side instead of down the left one.
Things could be worse. You could be more than a heart less. It just means you have to bow that one crystal switch.
Cops?
I usually bow it anyway. It's just.
What have you done?
What the fuck are the cops even doing? What are they doing?
You want to hear a little story? This is a good story. Well, it's not good. Alright, so it's a long story, kind of.
Oh boy, here we
So
go.
the other day, I go to buy a pack of smokes, right? And then I go to like use my debit card, and then it goes wrong password. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I go in again, and then it blocks my card. So I'm like, whoa, what the fuck just happened, you know? So I go to my bank, and I'm like, yo, my password's not working and shit. Can you change it for me? And they're like, sure. Maybe we have an ID. So I show them my ID, and they change my password. So I go to the I don't know what you call it, but you know the place where you can actually see your the amount of money you got and like take out money and whatever. And I got like 700 bucks in my bank account. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? So I like take it all out. To notice, like I'd say 4 or 5 days after, that was not my card. It was someone else's card that actually know. Well, I didn't. It's not one of my friends. It's just someone I know from, you know. So I took all the money out, and then like 3 days after, the cards gets resetted. So I take back my card, but then I look at my wallet, and my card is still there. So I'm like, all right, so he doesn't know it's me, so I should be fine. But then I'd say about 3 weeks after, the police calls me, and they're like, been suspected into a fraud activity. We'd like to meet with you. So I'm like, alright, sure, I'll come. I didn't go, and then they called me the week after, so I'm like, alright, I just told my lawyer, and I gave him some bullshit. I'm like, I called my lawyer, and they told me that if I had nothing to worry about, I didn't even need to go there because you don't have a warrant. And in 4 months, and they still haven't called back or anything. So I just basically made 700 bucks free.
Wow! Wow, you're so lucky.
The worst part in there is that the girl at the bank didn't actually check for the name on the card. She just changed the fucking password without even checking if it was me. She just checked the photo. I'm pretty sure she just checked the photo on the ID, see if it was like, you know, fitting with my face, and it was. So I don't know.
You're so lucky. You would have faced
I know.
1 to 5,
I'm so fucking
dude. You would have faced 1 to 5. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, you're in Canada, so I don't know but I know, right? Like, I know if I were to do some shit like that here, like, it wouldn't have, like, in America, I don't know. Like, shit is just different. Like, they wouldn't have given a fuck, and they would have just been like, yeah, you go to jail for 1 to 5 years, federal prison.
Really?
Pretty much, that's
Like 500 bucks?
pretty much. You like the way it works here is that you should have known that you don't have $700, and you should have went directly to the bank and not bought and what you bought and all this other shit, and just been like, this isn't right. Like, but you took the $700, so that's where you would be like,
a week before that
legally illegal.
A week before it happened, I lost my job. So I thought it was like like over here in Quebec, when you lose a job, they give you a 4% check of like the money you made for your vacations thing. So I thought it was at first. I'm like, all right, cool, I got my 4%. So I'm just gonna go spend it all and shit. But after, I'm like, wait. I go on my like.
If you have a lawyer, dude, like if you have like not like that you have a lawyer, but like
I don't have.
If you called a lawyer and like got a lawyer for the whole thing, you would have been fine. But like most people can't fucking like don't have the mindset to do that, so they'd just be fucked like in that situation. So
well, I did call a lawyer. I called like a lawyer that my friend used for one of his cases because he had some issues with drugs and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I called, and he's like, all right, I'm telling him the whole story, like the truth, the dead truth. And he's like, well, just tell them that you have no clue what you're talking about, and then you're not gonna go through their shit, and you should be fine. So that's exactly what I did, and I'm fine.
Yep.
Because I mean, they have no proof. How can they have a proof? I still have my card. So the guy itself doesn't know it's me. How the fuck they're gonna check on the cams and like try to like associate the video to my face or some shit? Like, what the hell?
Nah, it's not even that. It's like they have to prove that you were intently doing something malicious.
Oh my god. Shit,
And I'm pretty sure police have better stuff to do than like, you know, waste time on a 500 buck scam.
But we're severely derailing the conversation here from Elm's lack of hammer dashing on his Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but I mean, I like telling life stories.
That was a good story there.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. I was expecting it to be like, I got some cotton candy and it didn't taste like cotton candy. but it was actually it was good.
By the way, I have 2 hearts. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, about that. You can still
moment
get
of-
5 apples.